Zamknijmy oczy, wyciągnijmy do nich ręce. Może nas czują, może nas słyszą, może tęsknią tak samo jak my. Może też chcieliby się przytulić. To w nas siedzi i sięgnijmy do nich, wyciągnijmy ręce i wdech, wydech, wydech. Głęboki wdech i teraz wyrzucamy. Tak, jeszcze raz, mocno. Sięgamy rękoma. Wdech, wydech. Sięgnijmy tam, gdzie żadna modlitwa nie sięga, gdzie nie sięga żadna myśl. Wdech, wydech. Głęboko wdech i wyrzućmy je za siebie.
This is actually based on true stories about a reformed criminal who impersonates a priest and then eventually kind of becomes one in a way. But when you first heard the story and when you first read the script, what was your initial reaction for both of you?
Actually, it's inspired by real events because Mateusz, who's the scriptwriter for Corpus Christi, he wrote an article. Initially, he was a journalist. He is a journalist, and he wrote the article to the newspaper. And then he was approached by the producer, who wanted to acquire rights for the film. And Mateusz said, "Well, I'm going to write it myself because I know everything about the original story." But you know, he was a fake priest in Poland. I didn't know about it, but apparently it's the thing. So
it's a trend.
There's like several cases each year of people pretending to be priests in small communities in Poland. So it's like
we're missing out here, I guess.
It's like Christian Halloween or something. So with this case, it was different because this guy really wanted to become one, and he felt a calling. And you know, obviously, you know, there's a lot of fictionalized elements into like juvenile detention center or what's going on in the village, because there's a mystery. And it's so the main protagonist, he sort of runs a therapy, as you saw, like primal screaming.
And Bartosz, with this character, what was it that appealed? What was it about this character that appealed to you, and what was your motivation behind the portrayal?
I think it was pretty complicated, simply complicated, because you know, he's a mystery. We don't know his story. His story starts when the film starts. He's building himself from the things that he sees. He's stealing identity from the priest that he meets in the juvenile center. So he's constructing himself for the first time when he says things for the first time. So he's constructing himself all the time.
What was one of the most difficult scenes you had to film?
Oh, I think it was the scene that the last confession with the old woman. It was the hardest one because it was very hard to be honest enough facing the death, because it's an unimaginable situation for me. So facing this scene and making it as honest as I could, it was a big deal for me.